Yo, shout out to my family for knowing when to circle the wagons. Though sometimes I'm not understood. They just come through at the right fucking time. My family. They know how to circle the wagons and know how to tell me I'm wrong in certain things. So let me tell you, I marked this joint. Don't listen. Don't have your kids in the room. I'm gonna give you some ground footage of what happened into, the crash. But I don't know. I ain't seen no fucking. I mean, look at that joint I'm showing you. That's the news saying that little crater right there, that's where that a Learjet went down right in there in that hole. Wait a minute. Hold up. How come the cement ain't disturbed or nothing? It look like something went underground. Like a fucking missile. I just had to be who I am. Cause where I came from. Let me tell you, I had to smoke because, listen to me, I don't give a fuck about seeing dead bodies. I look at dead bodies. I be like, yo, send me a picture. I look at gory shit. You understand? My sister, I told her, yo, I ain't going to Grandpa's funeral. Give me a picture of him in his casket so I can make sure he was dead. Me and him had a beef. We never squashed that beef. It's my shit is deeper than it was. But if something is like 2 feet away from you, or somebody sent you something, like literally sent you something, but the news people playing and all like that, you ain't gonna play with that. I ain't playing with all that number shit like that. But I know when if I get there, I'm on a demonic side, because I'm telling you, yeah, you see the first picture, I've been switching the pictures up. The lady name was Ellen G. White that I was quoting the whole time when I kept telling you, yo, if you don't understand Revelations, you need to read Daniel. But I can actually go right through Revelations from chapter 1 all the way to the end and tell you everything. Where I could just open my Bible, but I ain't on that time. I don't want to open my Bible. I'm trying to hurt something. Or not. I'm trying to hurt somebody, or I'm not. So I don't got no John. I don't know how to do no guidance Johns or nothing like that. But whoever the fuck was calling me, yeah, he was asking me to be a snitch. He was asking me would I ever consider being an FBI agent? And I was like, fuck no. Who the fuck will work for the I'm gonna work for the government where y'all fucking divide families up. I would never work for the government. I signed my deal with the government to do the fighting part. Yeah. Like in the Marine Corps. we had to sound off. They had to bugle. Yeah. You had to, we had to hear that shit. You gotta know that, you gotta memorize that shit. Yeah, so whoever the fuck the Marine Corps is, yeah, that's where I was. I showed you I showed you everything. I showed you in my fucking dress blues and everything. And niggas thought that that's a joke. Like, you really think that I won't fuck you up? Yo, you know how much they gotta medicate me to stop me from going $2 and just grabbing a nigga and choke that nigga and choke the shit out of him. So that bitch is scared of me because a lot of motherfuckers gravitate to lies. So I don't know nothing about DC. I ain't from DC. Listen, I ain't even going to talk about DC today. But you know, I've been through DC, riding all through they fucking shit. Yeah, I know how far DC is to the projects. Yeah, and I go down that whole joint and tell you the Supreme Court located here, and I can tell you the address of the White House because every military person knows that if for any reason something is wrong, yeah, you get on them at the address of the president. I work at at the pleasure of the president. I can never change that. So if I had felt that I got an order to do something because they keep fucking playing with certain shit, then I felt like I got an order to do something because, yeah, y'all keep playing with my shit right here. Y'all get my shit right. Yeah. Niggas. But just so happened that I noticed the modus operandi of what happened in New York because I was on Atlas van lines. I know who I was with on Atlas van lines, and I noticed, and I was telling him like, yo, what the fuck are those black cars? Those look like fucking Jones. This was like right before 9/11. I was working for Atlas van. I was driving a truck. So if you go get the FBI files, I mean, I could post them. I could post my FBI files. Niggas don't gotta be talking about me negative anything. I show my FBI files and I show who testified against me in the military too. But I don't never say their names on here. Yeah, that ain't my thing. I don't do that. Motherfuckers better start respecting, niggas' stripes. Cause I ain't in no gang. I know that I just signed some papers. And these people, my grandmother wanted me to go there. But I only went not because she wanted me to. I genuinely hated asking my grandmother to pay for my rent. So my only goal in life was to show my grandmother my mom, you be proud of your boy. Because I just sent out a thing about the IRS. But my grandmother, she knew both. She went to work, but she created a trust. Her and her family created a trust. And I don't make any I don't make any reservations when I don't if I don't understand it. But I'm gonna tell you this, that I told you I listened to Dan Calloway. But Dan Calloway had a way of, he would play his videos, and for the first few minutes of his videos, he would play the last video, but he always would play that audio. So he show you my homeboy when he got a tape. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory has the tape, and he playing it in the auditorium. And on that tape, there's a Baptist, one of them little jackleg Baptist ministers. But I just remember what their names was. So when you come up in here in this chat and you talk about remember, now start remembering names. Yo, you know how long I've been remembering names? I go to sleep to people's names because I want you to keep replaying who you said you told and what was the name of. Yo, I go to sleep to. I told you I could turn the news off. That's the first thing I could do when I see, yeah, you out there on the scene, but I know people on the scene that got pictures that y'all don't have. And they sent it to me, but it's going to put me in a certain type of mood because I seen it before. And I feel sorry to see that, but my condolences to anybody in Northeast Philadelphia that so I'm gonna tell you, last night, it's the same thing today. I'm telling everybody, yo, don't have your kids in the room because I'm gonna show some pictures and I'm gonna show you what from the ground level what people are posting in Philly, what happened to a place I just left. I just left there. It was the time that I left there, who I talked to, what I was going through. I can always tell you, I remember everything. So I remember I read a book. This book was a fat ass book. And it was talking about the pharmaceutical company and how the boys go out and they be having like a little squad they got. Yeah, pharmaceutical companies, yeah, they be having little squizzards. Yeah, they be dressed in black or whatever. But at the end of the day, who you always got sniffing around your shit? I ain't, I ain't stalking you. I'm sniffing to see if you a fucking rat. Yo, what you went to, bro? Like, who sent you? Cause I already know, and I already told you before. Yo, I don't do that. I ain't into none of that shit. So it shouldn't be any type of person that's in that shit that me and you having a long conversation, some shit like that, and anything. We don't talk like me and the people I talk to. Yeah, we talk a certain way. And some people probably just learn how to, from where you from, or you just build a bond. So you don't remember the ball coming here? He put 666 in the chat. I was like, I laugh at him, but let me see what this ball put today, because you know where you keep fucking up. You keep calling me a soldier. I ain't no soldier. I'm a Marine. Stop using the word simplify, because you making me try to. You think you ever thought that anything that anybody could do would make me go against anything that I love? Yeah, in a certain way that people talk to each other on the phone. So everybody knows me. Yeah, I do everything at the last minute. Everything. So everybody always gonna press me. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. I got something to protect. Yeah. I gave y'all my name. I told you I went to MGR. I showed you how if these people wanted to take this channel down for copyright infringement or anything like that, I come up here and I talk like I'm Scooby Doo. I'm Scooby-Doo. Yo, I mean, literally, yo, Too Short brother, he just got killed. Like somebody tried to rob him. Why y'all ain't talking about that? Yeah, times get hard on the boulevard, but bro, don't nobody be talking about motherfuckers crimes on no motherfucking internet. Where y'all get that from? That's some Texas shit. I ain't no Democrat. I ain't no Republican. I don't never sign none of y'all shit. So when a motherfucker was telling me what my religion was and everything, I said, hey, fuck it. But I'm gonna stick to what I thought was morally right. So I try to be what I think is morally right. So I'm telling you, yo, get your kids out the room. This is for um, this ain't for entertainment. This is for education. Because like I fucking said, I gave you a live video from a family member down on the ground. But he showed me he had my back to make sure I was good to my arrival. Yeah. Niggas in the front, niggas in the back. And then I told you, my man selling smoke. He came, yeah, niggas was getting right at us at a certain person, so they must know that, you know. The thing is, my purpose is you gotta go through it to actually understand what I'm saying. It might take some time, but or you're an older person and you sending me Instagram drawings and I'm thinking about what you saying, what you showed me, which I read in the military. So I just was wondering when it was gonna come down to William Cooper. So or Bill Cooper. See, he didn't just write uh, Illuminati 666. He wrote, "Behold the pale horse." Yo, I gotta show you this. How many of y'all read this book? mean the actual book. Look what it went from. It's the book of Revelation, and the person down here who made a song about it in 2014, he was from New Orleans, Louisiana, and it was Suicide Boys, formed in 2014 by cousins Scrim and Ruby the Cherry. That's who the Juice Boys was. But just look, as you go up. Black Ben Carson, veteran, Flatbush, Barrington Devon Hendricks, or better known as Terrain Hicks. So let me just say, I'm watching everything. Barrington Devon Hendricks. Barrington isn't Barrington a name? Whose son is that? The thing is, I don't vote. I don't vote. Fuck voting. But I'm gonna say the fuck I want to say, but never to the detriment of. I told you I got it from Donald Trump. He said he don't smoke. He don't, for a meeting, he doesn't drink coffee, or he's never the first one to say a number. And so those are the two things I took from his book. All that other shit I ain't get two fucks. And then came out with The Apprentice. And then somebody showed you was lying like a motherfucker. But I never forgot that one part. Never be the first to say a number. I always was wondering what you meant by that, because I remember Donald Trump, wasn't you trying to buy an NFL football team, and you ain't your people's, y'all down from AC and all of that shit, where you had I remember the Tyson fights just used to have the ribbon up that joint, or like, So today, I still wasn't. It's the Sabbath. I was like, I ain't gonna go. It's February the 1st. You know what? At first, I showed you Ellen G. White, who was backing up. Her name is Ellen G. White. I showed you a picture of her, or it was a painting of her, or a slideshow of her. She had 9 volumes of books. She wrote many books. She was under a lot of stress, but people don't be wanting to hear that. But she says shit 100 years before any of these motherfuckers is saying it. Her name Ellen G. White from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. She documented everything from fucking Harvey Kellogg. Yeah, she documented all of that. So if someone is SDA, they're going to always be under attack. So I think that when someone puts out what you believe in and shows the text messages where you're saying that, and my name stands for more that the demons that I'm meeting down here, I wish I could kill you, but I'd rather just expose you. Yeah, y'all come over here. I only talk to 2 or 3 people on my Jizzat. Yeah. So who would know? That mean that to enter into my Jizzat, to clone it or anything, we had to walk past each other and you hit my jaw, whatever. I don't be that close to nobody through no shit like that. No, you came in through the back door or some type of way. But the one thing is I keep my enemies close. Close means, yeah. Why you calling me? If I go on my jet, this boy Terrain Hicks, and I got it, Terrain Hicks. And I show you, yo, he on Vlad TV. And he talking about niggas in Paris for Jay-Z, The Rock. So but I'm telling y'all about Black Rock and all of that shit right here. But I'll tell you, yo, it said Robbie Robinson was a friend, yeah, advisor of Barack Obama. And then I told you, I kept saying, my cousin came up here and he showed who he was. It said Amin Robinson. So I'm telling you, yo, niggas don't have to pick up the phone. Like, I don't know Barack Obama, but I know who his wife really is. But that's family business or whatever. That ain't, yo, that shit don't play over here. Y'all know what play over here. We about the kids over here. I don't care how the kids got here. None of that shit. I don't play talking about no kids. Everything when it comes to kids, yo, almost anybody could melt my heart. But I know if you playing me, because gang recognized gang. But I know. What time is it? 12:42. And see, let me ask you this. I'm just asking. If you asked a woman to like dance like a certain way or whatever, yeah, you get a pill, you talk to them, you talk first. Just let me clear one thing up. When it says behold a pale horse, that was something that's in the book of Revelations. So let me give a shout out to Mr. William Cooper because I read that when I was in the military. I understand the whole alien thing and shit landing on. I understand that, and I understand that we suppose. I understand for what really happened. These were all people. Yeah, what really happened.com. Yeah, they got them off. They got them out of there. I remember was Skolnick was the dude on there. He was telling people about you don't have to pay taxes. It's voluntary, but this is some shit that I've been learned, and I learned it from people that were before me. They were older than me, my elders. They was my elders because they wasn't trying to hurt me. They wasn't trying to do nothing against my family. We was doing business, so they looked out for me and like I knew when to go meet him, and I noticed how this man carried, how he handled his business. And I remember one thing he whispered in my ear. I never tell nobody what he whispered in my ear, but I don't trust the post office. If I tell the post office, yeah, the post office gonna put that shit, and then that shit come on your credit report. The post office. What the fuck is y'all can hack the post office at any time and then get motherfuckers information. The post office, where you go get a passport. Yeah, you take your passport photo, you get some stamps. You picking up some mail, and they got all them cameras in there, and them the only people that will fight the hardest against you for you not to bring your cameras or for you to bring anything. Yeah, you working at the post office. Yeah, you don't know your constitutional right. I come in here and film anytime I want. I'm only looking at the fucking posters. Y'all ain't part of the. Y'all said y'all part of the United States Postal Service. Yeah, where y'all come from? And who is the IRS? Yeah, I told you the city of Philadelphia. I was coming up that old ass Roosevelt Boulevard, and I noticed two buildings that the city of Philadelphia had occupied since the last time I rolled up, and I was like, damn. But I actually told you where I was, so I got your fucking picture, and whatever happened down Cotman Avenue, I don't know. I ain't go down there. It's cold as shit today. I wanted to give you some, but hey, it only take a text message and People been posting all night. All you gotta do is be an insomniac. Now, let me show you. So, I'm telling you, if y'all want to go here, I go there a little bit with you, but I ain't gonna go all into it because y'all know William Cooper. Yo, the police killed him. He had one leg. He was a veteran. The police killed him because he was a veteran and he was in the Navy. He was an officer. He's seen a lot of shit. He's seen certain documents. I don't know. You know, I read this book, but it was called Behold the Pale Horse. And let me show you again. Hold up. Yo, we back. Yo. Yo, our shit went dead as soon as I was getting ready to show Behold the Pale Horse. I was just getting ready to show Behold the Pale Horse because William Cooper was murdered by police as something else was going on. They just rode up on him. But you think I would make that? I ain't. Ain't nothing. So let's get to the topic of today. So I told you don't have your kids in the room. Let me see if this picture downloaded because I'm literally. Let me tell you that I heard the helicopter over my head. I heard it the night before. I'm an insomniac. Yeah, I heard a helicopter come right over my head. So that meant you came from fucking Fort Dix or McGuire Air Force Base. And I'm telling you right now, I still don't know nothing. The president only lands in Fort Dix, but it's called McGuire Air Force Base. But Air Force, yeah, that's like Air Force One. You got the white Air Force One, or you got the black Air Force Ones. Yeah, you kicking in doors because you got the black Air Force Ones or the white Air Force Ones because somebody snitching. I remember I was locked up with a bull and he told me, yo, he was in there for one thing. He said he told his bull he was going to the mall and he got locked up in a conspiracy because it was a whole bunch of niggas that this nigga was selling coke to. So I showed him, yo, why did you cop to the conspiracy? He said, because they said what? Who said what? So I told him, give me your paperwork. Yeah. You copped out to some fucking 10 years because it's some fucking Air Force One. You was saying you was going to the mall to get some Air Force One. How the fuck that turned into a conspiracy because a nigga sitting there telling you Air Force One means he gonna get some coke. But does Air Force One, then when did Air Force Ones, the sneaker, when did that come into play? And then when did when did Air Force Ones, the sneaker, come into play, and then Air Force One having something to do with the president? Because it's always been the president since I think it was Eisenhower and Roosevelt. All of them. It's always been the president, but motherfuckers was playing and niggas was shit. So over here, I just play slow to what every channel on the joint do. But I hope that I have inspired anybody to, whatever you're just trying to be. But if you didn't get a text from me where I'm showing the IRS, the department chief, so let me put it up, the department chief of the IRS is telling y'all that they was losing. I showed y'all that. First, let me share my screen with y'all. Let me see if they let us get this off. Forget the IRS, okay? Because I'm telling you, you go down Cotman Avenue, then you bang a left if you're coming from Philly, from, wherever you're coming from, you bang a left on Roosevelt Boulevard. Yo, it's real congested right there. Motherfucker could get mad when I ram into your shit and everything. They don't got no traffic control right there. None of that shit. So let me share with you. Yeah, I remember I was showing you this last night. I was showing y'all this shit last night. Last night, This at last night. This said AS1LMHSA. But let me tell you how Philadelphia roll, because you don't see how whoever the fuck behind him, they can't see all his numbers on his vehicle. Yo, y'all ain't see that, John? Don't want nobody taking no pictures of my license plate. None of that shit. And this shit is not illegal. It's not illegal. Don't let know your rights. It's not illegal. I mean, yeah, they don't want you to take your plates off. Yeah. But it's not illegal. Yeah. If they coming out with all this technology and you reading my license plate and you ain't telling me, you ain't giving me no accountability for, you could take my picture speeding, but I can't get a fucking decent picture of if this is an actual Lear jet and I know where this place is. I'm riding around this motherfucker all day. I know where all these angles are from and everything. I don't know what that means, but I consult with everybody. Y'all don't remember Las Vegas? October, what was it called? October 17th? Some shit like that. Don't remember that there were helicopters out there and the helicopter's light was going on and off like it was giving a signal. So now they got these drones and shit. So I took pictures of drones because, all right, I don't know who motherfuckers know who I am. I don't know you. I don't know nothing. Why is somebody out there with some fucking drones? You flying that shit up there and why the board down at the window with black on and I'm on tilt. I'm ready to stab somebody. So how you know all of this to create all of that shit around me? Yeah, who telling you who somebody talking? My man says, and I'm sorry I ain't even shown. Southern Smoke TV says, then they say it was 6 Mexicans on the plane and 1 died on the ground. Yo, I literally stayed live last night to show you how they was gonna keep changing the story up. I'm right here. I'm telling you. I have people with that firepower that gonna make sure that I get where I get. And if some shit came down there, they must believe in the same thing. Like, yo, did y'all get hurt going through there? No, they text me and make sure it's all right. But they text everybody around. That's when you text. That's like, yo, that's close family right there. Your man's in them. Yeah, my man's in them. All right, yo. So, yeah. Motherfuckers be worried about that shit. That shit, like, let me tell you something. They call this a small thing, but everybody in that whole area, yo, y'all get at least $11,000. 11. And you know who gonna pay it? Not your insurance company. FEMA is gonna pay it. Or some office that's similar like that. That's a fucking, yo, I don't care if it was a plane or a missile. Yo, wherever the fuck y'all hit down there, that shit blew up like a fucking cloud. And everybody know in the Northeast, yo, the gas lines was fucked up. And y'all just been working on those gas lines. Yeah, all down 76. Look, if you go on 76 in fucking Philadelphia, 76, yeah, the fucking road all changing and shit. It's like some black shit in there. Like, yo, you don't want to ride on 76 in Philadelphia. Yeah, that's where they, yo, matter of fact, on 76, that's where they try to pop one of the head of the mafia down there on 76. Yeah, you going by that Schuylkill River. Yeah, where motherfuckers get lost at in the Schuylkill. The Schuylkill Punch, yeah, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That shit, that's the dirtiest river in fucking Philly is Schuylkill. So, if in 2025, something flew down into a neighborhood where they have, now mind you, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we're a Commonwealth. We were the first capital. But Philadelphia was the capital city. We the city of brotherly love. Yeah. They got a neighborhood up here. Transformers and everything. But that shit is down 13th Street. And it's right on the fucking Green John, and it's a rainbow. But I don't give a fuck what next man doing, whatever. That ain't my business, whatever the next man doing, this motherfucking room and all that. Motherfuckers gonna be putting that shit on the motherfucking internet. You know what I'm talking about? So I try to keep it. Let me say this. Because this is something that I actually say. Let me keep it 100 or let me keep it gilly. Not because I'm ball clapping gilly. I don't even know the ball. And then out the blue, this nigga come with a something called $100 million, $1 million worth of game. And then I started understanding, yo, I used to have an office at 8th. What was that? 8th and something. Yo, Benny Siegel, everybody, and Pharrell. I told you, Pharrell sent me some sneakers or something like that for somebody. It was all about jokers was trying to get somewhere, but they was trying to get somewhere with clothing lines. So you never know who been in contact with who. I'm just saying. Now, you know they got that AI shit right here. right? They got AI stuff. So I noticed that a certain person came and was talking about, oh, this might be AI. And then the channel got over to, no, I'm not telling you this is AI. I had to make sure that somebody saw body parts down there. It had to be somebody that I trust. And they pay attention to detail. They ain't going to send me no shit. Try to tank me. Ain't no sense in trying to tank me. I don't even know if I should show it up here. But there is nothing you can do with any places. There's more proof that death happened here yesterday than there is that Tupac got shot in Las Vegas. Yeah. There's more proof. Yeah, that right, yo. You don't see, this is a green card right here. I'm showing you on here, right here. It's on Instagram. But I didn't shoot none of this shit. I just analyzed film. There's a light right there. Let me go ahead and play it. Yo, the lights go out when these lights, yo, come on, can we stop? Yo, seriously. See, over here we go a little step further because I said, yo, where was that plane supposed to land? The plane was supposed to land right there. So look, dash cam captures the moments a small plane crashed in northeast Philadelphia on Friday evening. Okay. You tell me when you see that. You tell me when you see a fucking John. Look, why these lights on right here? It wasn't even fucking dark up. It wasn't even fucking dark. I'm telling you, I just left this motherfucking area. I forgot though, because I had the flu. My body was aching and everything. I just wanted to get in the bed. I just wanted to get in the bed because I'm a bitch when it comes to having the flu or some shit like that. I go to but I also know what it takes to break the flu. Yeah, I need a lot of Motrin and give me some NyQuil. And this shit gonna be out of me in days. I'm gonna sweat this motherfucker out. I'm gonna get in this motherfucking blanket and my motherfucking hoodie and my sleeping bag. And that shit can be out in the snow by myself. But people, you know how you gotta build a tent over you. The motherfuckers know how to build a tent over them. Some way that people learn how to build a tent over them out of certain materials so the rain don't hit them. And even if it did, they ain't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, I'm warm. I'm safe, and I'm gonna fuck you up because you made a mistake. You have to pay what you owe. Y'all see that P. Diddy finally strike back at somebody by putting them under a lawsuit. Allegedly. I didn't read it or anything, but he put the lawyer and the person that said that they had some tapes of Diddy doing something illegal. Not, yo, I mean, as they was explaining that shit, even I'm captured by the shit because the boy explaining that, yo, yeah, she was on the table, they was pouring water on her. It just seemed like nobody knew what they was doing. How the fuck you know? Nigga, was you on the same weed? You smoked the same weed everybody was smoking? Who is you? Hey, why would you film that shit? Nigga, you a lonely person. Who filming what motherfuckers doing and everything. Yo, you tank the whole case, but good looking. Y'all remember that bitch named Nancy Grace? I can't stand that bitch. Yeah, Nancy Grace will tell you anything that you want to fucking hear so she can get, she keep recreating herself. And then she got somebody that talk for her and all that. I just noticed Nancy, if that shit can go all the way up to Nancy Grace, that shit can come right down here right down here in the Mo 3 sector. Motherfuckers are sending people at bad people. But yo, 6 dead, 6 hospitalized, and 6 houses burned. For the whole of Philadelphia. I'm saying this for the whole of Philadelphia. It ain't no way in hell that anybody from Philly will let anybody from outside of Philly. I don't give a fuck if they from Mexico or whatever. That little girl would have had safe passage. She's supposed to have safe passage. So her shit, if a plane took a nosedive with that little girl leaving Shriners Hospital, and that plane was going to Tijuana, Mexico, right after our president just put a state of emergency on our borders. That little girl was from Mexico. She just got you know who the Shriners are? Do you know who that is? The Temple Shriners. I was telling y'all that, but the Shriners are no different than the Masons. They do a lot of good in the community, but it's at a certain level. So you can always just have the same name as somebody and be like, yo, this, that, and the third, and yeah, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck who you related to. I come up here and I talk by myself, but my cousins, my peoples, they suffer certain things, and I just make sure that my peoples is all right. Like this, the Philadelphia. I don't speak against the Philadelphia, but this right here, don't got to do nothing with anybody else in Philadelphia but me or Elm, because this is how I film motherfuckers. So people knew how to get me the film I needed. See, the first thing that I looked at was who the fuck put this joint up right here? AS1LMHSA. So I wasn't really concerned about that last night, but certainly I was going to see what type of times we was in. Because certainly somebody's listening to me talking to the elder that I trust. And that elder prescribes me medications that has shown, yeah, there's no answer for it. And if a doctor is taking his Hippocratic oath and is serious about that, there is no answer for what my man Keith Henry put out. So I know when I got to take a test, and I'm talking about a test like where you get ready to take some of my blood or whatever, you're the first person I go to. Yo, they want to take my blood, but he told me what was wrong with my body. I'm talking about everywhere in my body. He said, leave me this amount of your voice on a joint, and he would give me a whole breakdown on what was going wrong in my body. But I only had to read one of his joints because he's never told me a lie. And I tell him the truth. Might not be right then and there, but that's my elder, is Keith Henry. I'm not trying to bring nothing on him. Motherfuckers can go and die of high blood pressure and all that shit like that. Yeah, go ahead and do that shit. I ain't. Yeah. But every time me and this man talk, and he starts talking about the beast, that's what we talk about. Is the beast. We talk about the beast or whatever we call him. Someone always calls at that time. Someone always calls at that time, and then someone's always in the car. That is the exact thing that Satan would do, is to have me die because I couldn't talk to my elder and tell him everything that I needed to tell him. But I don't know. I know somebody confidentially knows what I said to them. And I understand how many days it takes to get certain things done. Yeah, but I'm still gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know nothing. Everybody know I wear glasses. I can't see. I'm asking the question. I ain't seen I ain't seen no play. I ain't seen no play. I mean, if you coming from Northeast Airport, yo, it's a Kia dealer right there. Where that footage at? With you coming right up past the Kia dealer at Roosevelt and hmm, Roosevelt and Red Lion Road. Now that's what we want to see. I don't give a fuck when the shit came down. When the shit went up, yo, motherfuckers saying they got the data recorders and all of that shit. Yeah, y'all got the data recorders, but y'all ain't got no footage of motherfucker flying from North, a private joint that had to go over all of these residents and this businesses. And one of them is a Kia dealer. So that Kia dealer and from the northeast Philly to the Kia dealership on Roosevelt Boulevard, I'm telling you, I can spit from Roosevelt Boulevard to where the Northeast Airport is. It's a Kia dealership right in front of you. So they got footage. I know them kids got footage. Yeah, I know. All them kids, yo, them kids. Yeah, there's a lot of footage. You telling me y'all went off? You telling me 30 seconds? Boom, you went off. And kid, we don't got nothing from the kid dealership. No, everybody that I'm telling y'all. I'm just saying, ain't nothing slow. Ain't nothing slow about Lizzie, cause I don't know nothing. Nothing. I'm happy for everybody to make it. I don't care if you Mexican or whatever. They do whatever they got to do. Everybody got to eat. Yo, everybody eats, big. Everybody eat. But this ain't the channel where I'm trying to understand. I'm putting out some information and I'm going to be like, yo, the board did this. And I'm trying to identify somebody. So I don't know why this shit came out with all of this shit coming about in Philly. Yeah, it bothers me because it's very close to me. It's very close to my family. I'm talking about so close to my family. It was either myself or my nephew was going to go out there and get that footage. But before I went out, my nephew hollered at me and sent me some pictures. And I was like, yo, Neff, are you serious? Because these psyops and all of that shit, yo, it don't mean that nobody lost their life. I'm just saying what really happened in Philly, what they said this morning was that there were 6 deaths, 6 dead, 6 hospitalized, and 6 houses burned. So I went and I think I saved this joint. Is it me with the KID, yo? When you get down to my family, I try to keep them in the dark because I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm unknown. I don't want to be known for nothing. I did the only thing I wanted to be known, and my daughter gave me that in private, and I showed it in public. Was that I showed you my daughter became a nurse, and I said Philly's finest. So today I played tennis with somebody called themselves Brooklyn's finest. So as we was playing tennis, I'm trying to see what's up, and I'm like, keep up because I know who it is. It's Brooklyn's finest. It's the cops. So I don't know what y'all got Terrain Hicks on or who else y'all got on there. I ain't connected with that motherfucker. No way. Nothing. I don't got nothing to do with no fucking Terrain Hicks, Ratchet TV. I ain't part of no group. None of that. The only person I gave money to a cause that I thought it was really a cause. Let me see. Let me see. We got some. Oh, it do got some joint to it. And I was telling you, y'all see what this shit that whatever hit down here. Look at my thumbnail because whatever hit right there, that's on the main strip, right? So they show us the little spot that hit that made that whole shit right there a whole black fucking cloud. What? Look, and make the lights come on. And then look, don't y'all see particles in the air all the way back here? That shit all the way down the road. But you can see the particles all around here. And they said it was a secondary explosion. That's what they heard on the ground. That's what niggas this is in a fucking mall. Every race is represented at that mall. Every fucking you heard them shout out McDonald's, right? All of that place, that's where we celebrate. If you stay in the northeast of Philadelphia, you go to Cotman and the Boulevard. Cotman and the Boulevard. We don't say Roosevelt Boulevard. Like, meet me at Cotman and the Boulevard. It's only one fucking boulevard. No, two boulevards. Yeah, Lindbergh Boulevard, but that's down west. You know what I mean? You might say something else. Meet me down 77th Avenue, whatever that shit is. However you explain it, you don't never be talking about meet me at the Boulevard. The Boulevard in Philadelphia is Roosevelt Boulevard, and they got another one, Lindbergh Boulevard, and Lindbergh Boulevard No, niggas is calling you on from the side streets. They just be like, yo, I'm from like 73rd and Lindbergh, or I'm from Island Ave. Oh, all right. But let me just get back on topic very quickly. Now, how many points did the Eagles score against the game? The Eagles, how many points did the Eagles score? I told you it was 5 times 11, 55 points over whoever the fuck they played. I ain't even gonna mention who they played. I ain't falling into that shit because I know what these people are trying to make me do on my phone and on my laptop. Let me see if I can show this. let me show you how I just be chilling. Let me show you. I really just be chilling. Let me show you how I do. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna get my stuff up first because that's what the problem was. Yeah. I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring this up. This is about DC.
They can kill me for saying it, but under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane. Like, there's no way. And get this, the call sign on the helicopter was PAT 25. That means priority air transport. So what's on that helicopter, you know? Obviously.
Right. So what's on the helicopter? That's the Black Hawk. But I told you that shit was a light. Yo, when I was showing you the video, I'm showing you the videos. I'm like, yo, look at this light up here. Yo, but before this happened, I heard myself. And if motherfuckers don't trust me, you just don't fucking trust me. But whoever the fuck doing whatever the fuck they doing, I heard the helicopters the night before. I said, yo, what the fuck is the helicopters flying this low for? Because if you flying that low, that meant you came from McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey or Fort Dix. But I told you, yo, I saw some trucks coming up the expressway and it said U.S. Army. U.S. Army is intelligence. Yeah, the Marine Corps, we jarheads. We stupid. We don't know shit. I'm Scooby fucking Doo. We the ones that go get your guns because you done ran away from your gun and everything. That belongs to the United States. So yeah, the president used us as his own. He trusts us. The Navy captain of a fucking ship, he trusts a Marine more than he trusts a seaman. Yeah, that's what they call the motherfuckers that y'all go out on the sea on a carrier, destroyer, or whatever. They started letting women coming on there, but who the fuck you was fucking? Yeah, you out there 6 months. You was fucking, nigga. I mean, unless you got control of your. Some of you niggas was fucking, and other of you niggas, yeah, if you was in Okinawa, Japan, either you jumped on a big case against Black Americans and all of the white boys got off. But I know the black boy that fought for it and had that money against the United States military and the biggest discrimination and the biggest discrimination case for selling IDs. But the United States, yeah, they got long fucking money. So all my partners, we anonymous. I don't be letting them know everything that we got going on and everything. We ain't doing nothing illegal. Nothing. Because the doctor said this is this is fucked up about you and that shit ain't curable. Yeah. His name is Dr. Brown. A Jewish doctor.
Obviously, something's not adding up here. I'm telling you right now, they can kill me for saying it, but under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane. Like, there's no way. And get this, the call sign on the helicopter.
First off, he know what he's talking about because he said the call sign. This little joker is, if he says the call sign, he's sitting somewhere. Look at him where he's sitting and he's sending it to somebody. But look what he got on. He telling you this is play by play.
Was Pat 25. That means priority air transport. So what's on that helicopter, you know? Obviously, something's not adding up here. I'm telling.
Let me tell you. Let me just point one thing out. He's in the Air Force because the military don't allow this nigga. We don't allow motherfuckers to wear no hair like that. Is you crazy? You would never be in the Marine Corps and your shit ain't shaved or whatever. Your shit ain't high and tight. Yeah, high and tight. That line gotta be high and tight. Motherfuckers used to wear their shit in a box. Motherfuckers used to wear that shit one against the grain, 1A against the grain, all of that. The military, as far as the Air Force, we used to make fun of them because they had long fucking hair. And this dude right here, look around him, where he at. He got blue around him with all of these lights.
Telling you right now, they can kill me for saying it, but under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane. Like, there's no way. And get this, the call sign on the helicopter was Pat 25. That means priority air transport. So what's on that helicopter, you know? Obviously.
Yeah, what was on the helicopter, or who was on the helicopter, even if it was somebody on the helicopter, because it could be a fucking drone. Because I, when I'm telling you this about what happened in DC, they had to get that shit done that night. That night, they had to get it done, and that's why they fucked up in Philly. Because Philly, when y'all started running plays in Philly, yeah, the only plays we know it's through us, the people, us. Yeah, we run our plays in our hoods and everything. Yeah, I might talk to my homie like, yo, such and such a wah. We talk our own way. We got our own language in the Philadelphia. But one thing we don't do, if you from back east side, none of that, we don't be hating on each other. Like Philly don't be really hating on Philly. Yeah, you trying to put Philly on. We fuck with niggas from New York. We fuck with niggas from Baltimore. We fuck with niggas from Jersey. And I'm not gonna name some of these, but a motherfucker kept calling my jack, so said he was a rat. So I put him in touch with who he wanted to be in touch with. Yeah, they said this boy was part of the CIA. His father was part of the CIA. So I introduced you to him. It wasn't nothing expected. Yeah, Pop fucked me out of a deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about him. CIA ain't law enforcement. they they could come and kill you, and ain't nobody gonna say shit because they the CIA. They're not law enforcement, but it's a part of the United States government, one of the three-letter agencies. Yeah, they could be running a fucking psyop on you, or whatever, through some fucking military people that they made contact with. But you seen all these movies and motherfuckers be what they be doing? Jack Reacher and all of that shit. Yo, they was going to people, the colleges. Where was they at? Georgetown. Yo, look where they was at. The only thing that ever mattered to me in my life is nobody gonna tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do. Nobody. My daughters, any woman, no. I'm the man. I'm gonna always be a man. And they trying to check me on whether I'm a man or not and all that. I'm with that smoke. Yeah, I might overreact or whatever. But let me tell you something to you puny dick motherfuckers. No man should have the thirst for another man's wife unless he feels less than himself. He wouldn't entertain that. And I made sure that I bombed you. Bombed you. I might have been working in one of your fucking offices. Or I made Google, yeah, put a lockdown because I believe in the Ten Commandments. Even if I'm not following all of them. The first thing is there's 4 commandments. That's the first. And that's make sure that I never worship anything higher than me except God. Not my kids, not no woman, nothing. So God first, just like the military. Then the Corps, meaning the Marine Corps or the core of the apple. Yeah, that, yeah, or a core of whatever fucking fruit. Because we don't know if it was an apple or whatever. The Bible doesn't say that what Eve ate when she was talking to the snake. And who was R. Kelly John? You gonna make me put the snake on you. That's one of the songs I don't even fucking like his John. But I remember hearing him saying that. So let me tell you about the snake on. I remember my oldest girl. She was willing to put this yellow snake around her, but she had already knew that that snake was harmless. I mean, she was real daring. And then I remember she was the first one. Me and her, she was going to fish, and she was the first one to catch the fish, and we was reeling it in. This me and my oldest girl. Just before my daughter that I always talk about, that just was an art. It was me and my oldest girl, so she was rolling the snake. She was rolling the joint, but she used to wear the fucking braids back, and I used to be mad. But I would give her anything she wanted. She wanted to look like Allen Iverson. Yeah, she wanted to wear the braids back to the head, so I just made it to the start. Yeah, and I thought it, yeah, punched him out fucking his nose, and Daddy gonna come get you. And she did exactly what Daddy did, told her to do. Yeah, punch this motherfucking nose if he getting on your nerve. So I teach my kids to defend themselves, and Daddy gonna always be there to back you up. But they either told me what you look like, or you said you keep showing your fucking face and all your bitches on here. So I show your bitches and your motherfucking all them faces on here because you niggas is target for me. Yeah. Not saying these people right here, because we're on the same line. Like I already know I changed my title. I don't know about DC. No, I do know about DC. I had to go through that motherfucker, Reagan International Airport. And I told y'all last night, yo, I had chasers on me. They was taking me to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. I remember my ears popped at a certain, but I had on my Bravo, and they, yo, they ain't had no guns. The only metal was on me. They thought they broke me, or by sending me to Leavenworth, like whatever the fuck was at Quantico. I wasn't ready for was that. I I stopped being a Marine because I was at Quantico. That's where the fucking FBI at. No, I adapt and overcome wherever the fuck I'm at. So I was just blubbering and talking last night. Realized that probably wasn't even in the chat. I was telling y'all, yo, I drilled, shot that thing right down the street from where I'm at right now. But there's police there. So do me and the police have some fucking problem? Because I know that building in and out. But I ain't trying to hurt no police. But I ain't trying to let no fucking police hurt me either. Motherfuckers, y'all riding by me with motherfucking y'all shit all tinted out. My shit tinted out too. Yeah. All my stickers good, everything like that. Yeah, you ain't playing none of them games with me. Yeah. You on fire watch. Wherever I'm at, I'm on fire watch. I am on fire watch. And to be on fire watch, really supposed to be like 3 people that's on fire watch. A certain amount of time you spend on fire watch, making sure that everybody else is safe. But I just be on fire watch all the time. Like, fuck it, I'm an insomniac. So I know you when y'all on the game and y'all trying to drag me out. I even play the game and let you know you're getting me mad and you keep trying to play the game because you with starter bullets and I'm paying for my bullets. Because, yeah, you think I'm trying to shoot you with some starter bullets? Or whatever we're shooting, because we're shooting animals. If you consider yourself an animal or you eat animals or whatever, I don't got nothing to do with that. I mean, I eat animals, but I'm trying to get away from all that. So somebody hunting me, I know. let me upload this picture real quick. So y'all don't think the KID is over here just talking. Let me show you how these niggas be. They know I'm on their top because I don't got nothing to do with Nathaniel. Give me a second. I'm trying to. So first, let me see. Is this it right here? Yeah, that's it right here. Get your kids out the room. Let me show you. This ain't none of them other states that was in it. I showed you somebody that was on the scene and actually saw what hit the ground, or what they thought they said they saw when it hit the ground. This at 8:19. This picture was taken. Now, at first, I said, Philly would never, like, would the Philadelphia go so far for a Super Bowl or anything like that? This don't have nothing to do with Philadelphia. It's got to do with cleansing. Every president has to cleanse themselves or purge themselves. Yeah. Okay, let me just give you for example. Barack Obama, for whatever he is or whatever, I respect Barack Obama for getting veterans out of the waiting area of VA office and letting them see private doctors that can better diagnose them instead of talking to some therapist, just a therapist, and then the therapist, in the military, they don't give a fuck about nothing. The rules is different. The laws is different in the military. It's called the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and then y'all got all these motherfucking statutes that Congress keep fucking putting in on that, but they rarely touch the UCMJ because above the UCMJ is the Supreme Court. So when you hear shit, anything about that, yo. So when you hearing shit like, yeah, the military went over there to fight for our rights. What rights? You motherfuckers want me to carry a gun over in another country. I could bust this motherfucker right here and get away with that shit and everything. But I come back home and the same motherfucker that making me feel like, I should bust you. Yeah, you gonna give me life in jail. You gonna give me some time. No, you taught me how to do this. You taught me to be paranoid of this person. You said you gave him a name. So I'm gonna be paranoid on them fucking people. Y'all told me to do this shit. Didn't I graduate? It's called the few, the proud, the Marines. Every Marine understand what the platoon, as far as it came to the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps, yeah, I fulfilled the duties of all of the contracts and outreached all of those contracts I signed. Like it was like damn, like y'all was hitting me with Jones every 90 days till y'all had to change the statute and say y'all had to change the statute so it would show. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what I did in the Marine Corps. I buried a Marine. I chased a Marine that raped all of these women. But you thought you was going to give me for a bounce check for $150 and not going to PT on my back where this big ass gunning you sergeant. Yeah. He was trying to get with my girl, so I sucker punched him. And he fucked me up. But I ain't gonna understand this big fucking 2 something. I'm like $148. This nigga got on the stizan. For real, got on the stand, raised his hand, he from Alabama or Arkansas, one of them. He from one of them jobs. And he said that I sucker punched him. I'm 148 pounds. But nigga, you broke in my house. I ain't pull a gun on you. I just sucker punched you. Fuck you going to my crib. I knew my rights always. Soon as I signed that deal with the devil, probably before that, I was beginning to know my rights. But let me say this. We all know what it is to say dirty laundry. That you don't come on YouTube and put and air out someone's dirty laundry or their innermost feelings that they might express to you. We know that. That's adult shit. What I say to you in private, if I wanted to say that shit to you, I say that shit to you right on this live, or I didn't. I talk to you behind the scenes. And when I don't be skitzing up here, but when I say I look at somebody's shit and that shit say fed up, I'm listen. Don't get the fuck mad at me because I read shit backwards, and I'm just I'm fed up with a lot of shit too. So I don't know if somebody reaching out to me. I don't know how they reaching out to me. But I know it came up to pacing or pacemaker or pacing, pace, whatever you want to call it. Because this live was supposed to be something else. But I'm going to show you anyway because it doesn't matter if this is a staged event. What matters is, you see this fucking, do you see a plane right there? I see something underground disturbed right there. They telling me a Learjet. Is the Learjet coming out? The Learjet go down into the sewer hole and come out of the sewer hole? That's the Learjet right there. I'm not saying no one got hurt. I'm just saying whatever fucking ritual they got on, yo, you restricting Philadelphia people that we supposed to be getting ready to either we trying to go to the Super Bowl, we trying to get down to the airport. 95 still good, so we already know that ain't the reason. But what the reason why? Who y'all was trying to get out the country? Cause that motherfucking plane right there, if that's a plane or whatever happened, the people on board was Mexican. And what y'all trying to do? Y'all keep trying to raid the Mexicans and get them up out of here and all of that. But that was supposed to be a little girl. She came from Shriners Hospital. That was the little girl. So y'all just wake up today and just tell us that everybody died on the plane. I mean, this the plane? If the little girl made it out the country, God bless her. God bless her mother. I don't know what the fuck hit Philly, but yo, I know that I saw firsthand pictures of people harmed. And one of them I'm not going to show because I was reading the comments when people were showing it, and it was really upsetting for some people to see something like that. And it was really, things that I feel I can see, and it doesn't bother me, because it don't bother me to see motherfuckers blown the fuck up, blown apart by a fucking, a grenade. Because the news lady today mistakenly says the shrapnel only comes from a weapon. You don't say shrapnel came from a fucking plane. What's shrapnel? It was a bomb? That's a grenade. Something that blows up. You get shrapnel. Because the shrapnel is what fucking kill you. Whatever the fuck they put in the grenade or whatever the fuck they whatever bomb, some shit blows the fuck out. Not just fire. It be some metal. That shit go all in your body. Depending upon how close you are by. Let me see if I can bring this up right here. So I can put it in better perspective. So let me stop sharing this one right here on my Instagram. And let me share with you my I just had it up. Oh, no. Yeah. Why did I just do that? My bad. Where did I download this to? I downloaded something. It was just a picture. Let me see if the picture downloaded. Yeah, it was a picture of the IRS. I don't know, the chief or whatever. She's saying paying the U.S. income tax is voluntary. It's voluntary. So y'all volunteer to just give jokers money, and you don't put it in writing or nothing like that. You don't sign certain contracts that you don't gotta respect the contract. Nah, even if that shit is like that, I don't play that shit. I'm in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. If we talking about a contract, you bound by that contract if you sign it or not. We already in discussions. The contract is being discussed. So if you say my motherfucking name, whether you signed the contract or not, or they went on social media trying to, you know, disclose any of my fucking personal information. Yeah, you fucked up already. So we talk any type of business dealings or anything that you gotta look up with who you dealing with. You know how much it is to actually say, you know what, I might be interested in this person, but let me look the laws up right there because I didn't know about what the laws is down there because I don't want to stay nowhere where I can't defend myself or in one of them blue light states or anything like that. Yeah, motherfuckers supposed to be on the same, like we share the same goals. So what they have is now men go to college and all of that, think they smarter than everybody rather than wiser, and they gonna tell you, yo, go invest in this stock, not knowing that it's a puppet master behind the stock. He make the stock go up and go down. But before he did all of that, he stole all your land, stole all your bread, put it on freeze. He put all your bread on freeze. Y'all don't know what president did that?
Responsibility. We work for the stockholders now.
What year the Federal Reserve was? Yeah, the year the Federal Reserve was on Jekyll Island. Yeah, people got there by a train. Motherfuckers had their curtains down and everything because they was seeking anonymity. So if you're trying to seek anonymity, that's your right. Because the founding fathers, yeah, they were showing us how to be anonymous. That whatever the fuck we trying to do, it ain't none of y'all business. I got a right to associate myself with whoever the fuck I want to associate myself with. That's the fuck is in the Constitution. So if I want to associate myself with, I don't want to be black. I don't want to be fucking Native American. I don't want to be white. I don't want to be none of that shit. But I know y'all got on that ancestry.com. You ain't getting none of my spit, none of that shit. And then try to tell me I'm from West Africa. My hair ain't fucking nappy. I don't wear no motherfucking sweatpants with no flip-flops. You understand? Hold no AK-47, none of that shit. Trying to bang somebody down and everything because they black don't look like my black.
You busted your ass. No, sorry. Fuck them and fuck Gene McClary and all the problems.
Look at that picture. do it like a plane fucking crashed into that spot. It might have crashed somewhere else. I just know that the Birds scored 55 points on Sunday. All the 55 that was showing up in this thing, I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because this plane landed and the mayor said, go to 55, I think it was 5501 Langdon. I was like, Langdon. It almost sounds like Langley. Yeah, like Langley. Because she misspelled the Eagles And she said ELGLES, something like that. And then she made a shirt out of it. And I was like, yo, what's up? What's this? You're showing how to spell? That's the mayor. And everybody was standing around her. I just was looking at everybody that was standing around her that, yo, you ain't even correct her. You let her just get all that change A off of it. Misspelling eagle. All right, so, whatever. All I'm saying is, you see the picture. I mean, let me see if I can show you something else, because like different people in Philly, they got their mindset on different things, and you can't be in something like this. You can't just be not. So you just can't be sitting around here like you shouldn't know your fucking rights, because everybody got Instagram, right? If I was paying taxes, something I already know, I'm right there, and what I say, BNB_NORF, I'm laughing. I've been not paying them. Boom.
Know that our U.S. tax system is a voluntary tax system, and we depend on people willing every year to sit down, fill out that form, and pay their appropriate amount of taxes. So I really think enforcement is a reward to those who voluntarily comply. And I think if the public does not see that the IRS is enforcing the laws, we're going to be at risk of losing people continuing to voluntarily comply. As we all know, that our U.S. tax system is a voluntary tax system, and we depend on people willing.
Let me. So, our president showed the whole world, and I just follow suit. He said, him and Mark Cuban got into it, and he said something about a net operating loss, and that shit lasting 20 fucking years. You could take it 2 years back or 2 years forward. Yeah, claim company got a net operating loss as long as it's a legitimate company. Yeah, my companies don't be getting in trouble. I don't know what would be wrong with the prosecutors. They always want to come at me, and they don't. Why you coming at me? It's a company in front of me. You don't do that to them white people. Oh, I just be fucking with y'all. None of y'all shit mean nothing to me. I know all of this law. I've been knew all of this law. I sleep this. I shit this. Yo, I've been knew this shit.
Willing every year to sit down, fill out that form, and pay their appropriate amount of taxes.
I ain't paid these motherfuckers since the towers came down, and I just had my daughter, and we didn't even know about, she was on Enfamil, not Similac. She was on Enfamil because I didn't want her with no allergies, none of that bullshit y'all was giving her, so I wanted her on Prisol. Yeah. Man, the best. And that's what it's going to be. Forever and ever and ever. So niggas would never play me short. I mean, trying to ask me for, sending me any money through Cash App. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Yeah, I sent some money through Cash App, but that was just some, yo, lookout for a cookout. But I don't got nothing to do with Cash App. None of that. Nothing. And I make sure I put little, a little note there to say what it's for. Like Pampers, I'm donating. Yo, I'm giving you this. Yo, I hope this help out with your bills. Give more than you receive. I'm telling you, these big corporations, you can write them a letter. Come to time for taxes, write them a letter, say you're a small business. Tell them you need some fucking printers, all of that shit, phones and all of that. They'd be glad to get that shit to you. Just be nice in a letter. They'd be glad to give you all that shit so they can write their taxes down.
So I really think enforcement is a reward to those who voluntarily comply. And I think if the public does not see that the IRS is enforcing the laws, we're going to be at risk of losing people continuing to voluntarily comply.
So how long would it be for everybody to just say, you know what? Fuck that. How I don't have to pay tax. What's the correct paperwork? I told you on this channel. Go get an EIN. They're gonna make you fill out a W-9 because they'll be dealing with you as a business. Yeah, you never have to use your social security number legally. I don't do Google don't know my motherfucking social security number. They know my EIN. It's in the same name and my social security number and with the same address, all of it. But I told you, you get the EIN in your name. But you also had to form an LLC and you had to form a trust. Because the LLC, everything will be owned by the trust. Not no fucking LLCs, no corporation. No, it's owned by a trust. And people that trust each other. A trust, a family trust or some shit like that. That's how people keep getting paid. That's what the IRS is, a trust.
As we all know that our U.S. tax system is a voluntary tax system, and we depend on people willing every year to sit down, fill out that form, and pay their appropriate amount of taxes. So I really think enforcement is a reward to those who voluntarily comply. And I think
You'll voluntarily give your money up to Mr. Charlie that don't deserve it, then give it up to your kids. Man, I can't even stop because it's making me go further and further off. But that money, I don't like to say follow the money, but if it was a Learjet that actually went down, it doesn't matter if it was a Learjet and it was a medevac. If it was a medevac, that means they was trying to evacuate somebody, right? So if it was a Learjet or if it was a missile, it don't matter. What they telling us is it was a little girl was on there and she was supposed to just got treated for a sickness. But the first stop was in Blankston. Hold up, let me get it right. The first stop of that plane It was in Blankston. Hold on. Let me just say Philadelphia crash. Because it was in Blankston. And the one thing that I caught on to was, all right, so let me share my screen with you. And let's walk through this right now so you'll see what I'm saying. I already showed y'all that and showed y'all. Look. People had to tell me, like, yo, and I said, yo, I saw a light up there. It never dawned on me that that was already a helicopter. Hoovering. It was hoovering. It could have been two Black Hawks that had two duties: take out certain people on certain planes. So listen, I go with modus operandi. And I remember when Ronald Reagan and with Noriega and with that colonel coming up, putting his hands up, saying, yo, yeah, we was running drugs. Wow, he took it all on himself. But he said he was on a mission. So, you know, your man go in the joint. Yeah, you're gonna look out for him. Yo, I'm gonna make sure I get you car and don't worry about that, because who the fuck is cool with the president if you can't get no motherfucking no. I'm not gonna be cool with the fucking president and I can't. You ain't gonna look out for me? No, fuck that. He ain't look out for me. What the fuck? We ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, that's what I'm saying. All this ball, this ball clapping niggas. Me, I supported Obama because he was two things. He knew about constitutional law, and he took the Republicans' healthcare bill and made them fund it. And the courts ain't been able to turn over Obamacare yet. But you got motherfuckers doing all these executive orders and shit like that. No, that shit ain't sticking in fucking court. Let me show you what I was trying to show you. So let me show you. Here we go. Now, when I type that in there, I say Philly plane crash. Now, look, now there's 7 dead, 19 injured after a small, that was 1 hour ago. It's an ever-growing story. So look, look right here. This is Governor Shapiro. 3 hours ago on Twitter, he texted out, he said, I'm on site this AM in Northeast Philly with at Philadelphia Mayor, at PA State Police, at PEMA headquarters, at Philadelphia Fire Department, at Philadelphia OEM, whatever the fuck that is, Office of Emergency Management, I believe it is, and at Philadelphia Police as first responders continue working together following last night's, where he got 420 lights. But he from Kansas. A trust I don't trust. Man, but the way this shit traveling around here on the internet, like, yo, the more shit y'all put out, that shit be coming out real quick because motherfuckers really be on the ground. I never thought I would see what I saw after Move. We didn't see all of the stuff from Move. They made sure that they had us back. We didn't see what really happened. We just seen it on the news. They dropped a bomb on the top of the joint. Then we heard that Move, Ramona, Africa, and all of them people was saying like, yo, the mayor dropped a bomb on top of the roof. Yeah, that's the last time we seen some shit like that. But y'all seen that picture? You see it right there. Tell me, do that shit almost look copy and paste from the Pentagon in 2001? It looked like they made that whole shit up. I'm not saying they did, but bro, it's almost operandi like, yo. But when I asked my people's like, yo, did you see and tell me yeah, and then show me the pictures? Yo, y'all spilled innocent blood. Y'all niggas is out of pocket, and you know, hey. I'll tell you this though. If it was a missile or a pilot, y'all knew exactly where to fuck it land it, where you had the least amount of collateral damage. You know what I mean? Yeah, the least amount of collateral damage. That's why ain't nobody where they ain't talking to the feds. Why they ain't talking to FEMA? I ain't talking to Donald Trump. Yo, make this a disaster area so everybody in that area that got something, they get money from FEMA. Yeah, you niggas is broke. Donald Trump came in, made him a coin, got him, Melania, and his son, got them a crypto coin. Boom. Everybody buy that shit overnight. A lot of motherfuckers become millionaires. What you gonna do now? When the judge just blocked him for everything that he was trying to do. Yeah, you gonna lose your brain. And guess what? You know who gonna write it off? He is. That's what dirty money is. I told y'all it's a series out on Netflix. The 6th series, and I think it's the 6th season or the 6th series. They talk about Donald Trump's, like, what it is really going on with Donald Trump. It's a Netflix series. The dude won like an $80 million lawsuit against Donald Trump. And he put it all out there. It was called Dirty Money. Showed his daughter all on the joint going to Russia. Yeah, motherfuckers don't like to talk about that. They showed her. Yeah, all on Twitter. Take a picture. Yeah, I'm on my way to Russia. So your dad didn't know nothing about no Russia before he got elected to office, but you all on fucking Twitter and all of that, showing your face, taking a selfie, whatever they call them shits. And you saying you on your way to Russia. Melania, she's from Russia. Your mom, Ivanka, she was from Russia. Yeah, y'all better in bed with the Russians. Trump, y'all know, it's Trump over here. Well, he over here, he got a whole bunch of big black niggas around him. Nobody give a fuck about him in New York. They had the Trump towers all wired up and everything. And she said, I got an apartment at the Trump. I only slept in once. Yeah. So I guess we'll know when we get those black boxes back from whatever the fuck landed here. We should be able to hear, because we already got a recording where, yo, if they, why would you be trying to contact them 30 fucking seconds after they fucking took off? And then y'all come and give us some fucking recordings talking about, yeah, this is the latest news. Here goes the recording. And they don't respond 30 seconds after they took off. Y'all be talking that long? And then y'all fell right here? With the motherfucking went in that ground, in that hole right there? Yeah. I need to let y'all, I can see it through from the helicopter, but come on. This is the other dope. We know what y'all saying on the dollar bill and everything. Yeah. Motherfuckers was making their own deals. Now, the other part of this is, you see this thing right here? Look, it's Macy's, LA Fitness, Ross, Sprouts, and whatever the fuck that's at. they needed some help. Now, I'm just going off by the area that they blocked off. It don't even matter. I saw actual footage of people's body, and someone else backed that up. So I'm not going to show it, but some of that shit, it came out your store. It still had the sweatsuits on that y'all would be selling right now. It looked like it just came right out of a store. Like out of a Macy's, a Ross, like a dummy. Yeah, throw the dummy down, throw some clothes on him. Yeah, twist the foot all up, put that shit in the joint and everything. Throw some fucking red shit on there, and it's raining already. So now the rain gonna make that shit all wet. By the time somebody get there, we don't know where that foot go to or nothing. It just got a boot and bang and a bang, whop, with a red joint on it. And yeah. Because if you actually look at it, that looked like I don't believe that it was a Lear jet, because the way that thing blew up, somebody blew up a gas line. And if you was in Kuwait, you knew when we was blowing those gas lines up, how that fire came out of. All right. I'm through with talking. Motherfuckers don't say what I say. I mean, brother came out and said something. I literally went and looked at Simple Truth TV, and I went and looked at Zachary Hubbard. Then I looked at, well, first of all, I don't have to look at Dane Calloway anymore. Dane Calloway, like, I used to fall asleep, like I almost know what he's going to say next. But I mean, some of the things we just don't agree with. But Dane Calloway, like, yeah, it sounded like a bomb, but they said it was a secondary one. It was two of them. That's what they said on the floor, like, and everybody down on the ground, yo, they all saying, yo, it seemed like it was a missile. Philly on live. We don't care if y'all like us or not. When we say we coming to Dallas to whoop y'all ass, we came to Dallas, we whoop y'all ass. Y'all ain't coming to Philly and do nothing to us. We travel everywhere we want to go. Philly do. Not just the Eagles, but everybody. Philly travel well. That's every race of Philly. It's a sanctuary city, but we love in the Northeast. That's where they celebrate. They celebrate the Philadelphia Eagles right there. Y'all remember the Macy's parade and all that shit that used to be up there and everything? Now Macy's ain't shit. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just talking shit that I don't know. My name's better than I ain't in and out. But the one thing that I heard today, and it was a young brother that I would have never expected to be saying this, but he was saying how he himself felt destabilized, that anything that happened, y'all brought that up the Northeast. I'm just saying, the Northeast. So what if I told you, the the baddest weather that you can get is a nor'easter. It drops so much that when it's snow, it drops so much fucking snow on you. You be under the snow. Yeah. So I just think, I think different. I think of being locked down. They asked us to stay. If we can, they wanted us to stay where we were. No matter where the fuck you was at the time y'all decided to do this bullshit or whatever, you wanted us to stay where we were. Why? Shout out Renee. We wanted everybody to stay where we were, but let me tell you something. I ain't staying no fucking where. If I gotta go the fuck out, I don't give a fuck how cold it is. Yo, it got cold today. That shit was all blistering, blurry. I'm sick. I still go out with flip flops on. I'm gonna eat some chicken noodle soup, and drink some tea, and I'm gonna make sure I look in the glass for the tea and the chicken noodle soup. I made it. I don't trust nobody. Y'all ain't never seen Denzel Washington and what's the name? Huh? You ain't never seen Denzel Washington and his name was McCall. Yeah, he would whatever mission he was on, he didn't care about dying, but he knew what he could do, and he tried not to do it. No, not that one. Training Day was no. That's what they gave him an Oscar for. That's what they gave him an Oscar for. Like they gave Halle Berry an Oscar for being in Monsters Ball, where all Billy Bob Thornton was doing was like bending you over. But P. Diddy was in that movie. Remember, P. Diddy got locked up in that movie, Monsters Ball, and he was with Halle Berry. And the sheriff was Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, so Denzel got one for playing a dirty cop, and what's the name got one for playing a dirty whore, like fucking a bull, right? Like at the same, or he was at the same jail where the man was locked up. He just don't be having no respect. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So you see that hole right there? Do that look like a Learjet hole? Where is the wings? Where the wings at? It's the same shit from right down there in Washington, D.C. back in 9/11. Yo, where the fucking wings at? The wings just flew out the fuck off before sometime? Or yo, come on. Like, damn. Somebody bring back a wing. That's it. A wing, an engine that go to a Learjet. We don't want to see no fucking engine. Yo, y'all already done put the motherfucking Jet Jones all out there, McDonald's and all that shit, so somebody can easily find it. Y'all did that shit in Colorado. Don't know. Ain't nobody falling for that nut ass shit. And so the newsman could come right up there and take a picture. It was unactivated, blew up, but this plane supposedly blew the fuck up. But y'all found a fucking intact oxygen tank or some shit like that. Y'all found that intact. Come on, man, that's the same shit with 9/11. Y'all found motherfuckers' IDs. But that whole building fell down, but y'all found the hijackers' ID. All of them. And when y'all try to arrest them, they was like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? I over here. I'm over here. Yeah, y'all just made motherfuckers up. So y'all just keep trying to adapt and adapt. You know that people gonna say, yo, I feel sorry that if our commander in chief said, all he said, I showed you last night, he said was, a lot of people died in the Philly. Like he didn't give a fuck. So why the fuck do I give a fuck about the commander in chief? Andy Reid, you came over here and shit it in Philly with your sons and they heroin addicts and all of that. You gave up one of your sons, and now that's why you're supposed to be good. Come on, Andy Reid. Niggas already riding in the city. Yo, the New Orleans Superdome is red and white already. You don't see no green, no black. But I hear that Kendrick Lamar is supposed to come out there from Cali. And ain't that way from Kendrick Lamar supposed to come out there and perform from Cali. They not like us. Let me tell you something. I'm not with no group or nothing like that, but I know what shit that was my shit that I always rock and everybody know. I used to rock right out of child. I used to rock Rockefeller, Jigga shit, and Sean Carter Jones when he took over the sneakers and everything, the Gucci joint. I was following all of that shit. Puma, all that. But it don't take a rocket science to know who put the money behind keeping the smoke off of them. Everybody came up somehow. White, black, whoever. Y'all came up somehow in 2020 after Kobe Bryant died. Yeah, some handicap came up. Yeah, some handicap came up that allowed certain people to actually be proprietors of home health care places. But anywhere you go, there's always going to be competition. So, but you just got to know who your partners is, and you try to keep them. No matter what you're going through, they either going to keep you up or they're going to put you down. But you'll know. You see this? What did this mean? SA. I put it up here before and I told you. It means that it's Spanish. That's like their corporation in Spanish. So a Spanish flight came over here and was on its way back and got shot down after Trump declares an emergency at the border. They said it was Mexicans on board of this place. There was 6 of them. They say a little girl was on there, and the Shriners agreed with them. And nobody showed no motherfucking receipts. So I'm not rocking with it. But I'm not trying to bring them any harm on it or nothing. You see the fucking hole right there. Yeah, that look like the same shit with Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Only thing I know is I don't know where their daughter's at. I don't know where they at. I don't know where the people that's on that plane at. I don't know where they at. I'm not going to look for them. I don't look for dead bodies. But I'm not scared of them. They was all over me before, so I don't give a fuck. Oh, like I said, but I'm trying to be respectful and say, listen, I did see body parts in the street, and that would cause somebody to lose control, like almost lose control. Their heart could fail them because that's something that they can't think of. That, someone said that these people were errorists and they were cells. And I was like, is you niggas stupid? It was literally a dude that posted, said, Allahu Akbar, what the fuck? Because that's where they feel safe at, in the Northeast. It's like all nations in the Northeast. Hey, but you can go to New York. I just found out that New York was the capital of the United States for a minute, but not before Pennsylvania was, not before Philadelphia was. But you look at 33 and this whole thing, you'll realize how much the eagle is playing a part in this. The eagle. The eagle is the sign of swiftness, and it's flying high in the sun. It got its eye on it. That's like one of the that is the strongest bird of prey. The eagle. They said Biden made it the official something. I don't know what Biden did. Like, Biden did a lot of things that Obama started and Biden finished. I'm just saying, like, to make things just a little bit more difficult for other shit to go through. And so, jokers that, think they bigger than they is, they like an alpha male or something. They call themselves alpha males and all of this shit, talk that shit like they hard. But they do bodyguards. They bodyguards and everything. where you can walk around anywhere by yourself. Yeah, by yourself. You don't need nobody. You might have one of your mans with you or something like that that you fuck with. One or two boys. That's a tight ass circle. And it might be different. But if you get money like that, you are supposed to protect yourself accordingly because you don't know who coming up and trying to run up on you, especially if you still gonna be around. Like 50, I was saying this John, like he getting money. Fuck he gonna be let a nigga run up on him. Same thing with Jay, same thing with what's name. Ain't nobody run up on none of them. So now the question is, what's gonna happen in the Super Bowl now? You had one bird that was going from Kansas, and that bird was supposed to. That bird didn't. It didn't land in DC. And the other bird, yeah, that shit didn't never get to nowhere. Before it took off, that shit got shot down, and they were supposed to be Mexicans on there. 6 Mexicans. I mean, y'all motherfuckers, y'all better start paying the fuck attention. Like, I mean, shit. I don't know. I mean, maybe you look at people, the partners, as they was going down, now this partner need to chill out for a minute because, you know what I mean? The name is is it? But I got you. Like Foxy Brown. Oh, man. But I guess in different climates, that's what it say in one of the books I'll be reading and shit. In different climates and different cultures, yeah, women mature at a different fucking age, right? Ain't that what y'all telling us? Yeah. Come on, who the fuck you listening to? So I tried to put y'all on to this. Do you notice that in everything they're telling us, especially the DC one about the kids that died in there, and then you see the prominent figures. And I told you, yo, that sounds like a hit list. One was a civil rights attorney with 2 of her people, like they were working on a case. They were about to go somewhere to work on a case. Then you got the Russian coach up there. That joker could potentially, they were saying, the Russian coaches was touching, what's her name? Simone Biles, the Russian John. Yeah. Then when they was just describing shit last night about what happened, instead of talking about what Philly lost, you talking about these glorious ice skaters that they look like angels and everything. What the fuck you mean they look like angels? What angels? Charlie's Angels? Oh, they look like angels. You seen an angel? I'm just saying we can't just be accepting anything anybody say, and we all gonna get the light when we get the light. I'm just saying, just don't take people for granted on here. I don't get into the numbers. I don't even need to get into the numbers because all I gotta do is read the numbers, Daniel and Revelations. There's plenty of numbers in there. I don't hear nobody trying to break those numbers down. Yeah, 1,260 days. What was he meaning? Did he mean actually 1,260 days, or did he mean 1,260 years? So that would give us a better time if you knew something like that. Yeah, you can tell people that. Yeah, tell TD Jakes or somebody like that to tell us what that means. Yeah, tell me some shit I want to hear. I don't want to hear no shit about what the fuck you gonna do with your wife, or none of that. And you at the Diddy party because of whatever the reason you are a minister of the cloth and you at the Diddy party. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because at the end of the day, there's no separation of church and state. Just gotta know how to maneuver around the law, make the friends with the right people, and make sure that you read shit for yourself. Never trust a fucking lawyer. Because as this story first came out, I showed last night, and it didn't get taken down. Our drone didn't get taken down. We got stopped for a minute, but we didn't get taken down last night. And I showed y'all, yo, Trump just was going against the cartel, and then it was supposedly Mexicans on this plane that was supposed to go to Tijuana, Mexico, and then don't make it, or it did make it. It might have made it or whatever. It might, I don't know what the fuck fell down there in Philly. I don't know what the fuck that is. Whether the plane made it or not. Just something, the distractions and motherfuckers kept going. Hey. Fucker. Fuck care about, who really cares about that if some little girl from Mexico got treatment and hair? She didn't do anything wrong. Y'all paid for it? I ain't paid for it. I know I ain't paid for it. And even if I did pay for it, I would be happy to pay for it if she couldn't get the right treatment in Mexico. That's just humanity. And nothing brings Philly together than struggle. And the success of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, if we go there and, if we go to New Orleans and y'all burn us, y'all already know what's going to happen. Because let me correct myself. No, it was at Bustleton that whatever happened. It was at Bustleton, and it was all the way down, like it was down the street, like where y'all had been digging up the lines. Because Pico was right there. They was waiting. So I don't know what happened in DC. I let y'all listen to the dude say what he had to say. I'm showing you Philly. I showed you something. I don't want to show you the gory pictures. I don't want to show you those, the blood soaked pictures. And what my nurse told me he saw. So I want to show you that out of respect, because if this is someone's loved one, I don't want to show that on here. I have to respect the dead. I don't want to show that on here. All I'm saying is something happened in Philly yesterday, and some people got hurt. But how they casting it on fucking John talking about, yo, I mean, it was a black girl too. Cause I wish I could have jumped through the TV and choked the shit out of her because she was laughing. She was like, 6 dead, 6 in the hospitalized, and 6 houses burned. This is what she say. I don't even know what news channel she was on. I think I say that shit. I'll probably put it up as a short, like, she thought this shit was funny. And I just went and looked at the comments to see what they were saying in the comments. And they was like, yo, I hope that's that laughter. Because as people are posting, it was people, this was literally in Roosevelt Mall. You can't get, the only way you can get at that time, the most people that's going to be out is right there in the Northeast. Cotman Avenue, Bustleton, and all that. Those are all lines that are crossed. But the bomb was, as I understand it, whatever crashed, it crashed on the other side of Cotman. Yeah. But people don't have that much money to be playing games with y'all motherfucking asses. Yeah. They was busting in your ass. Thinking about them bombing, if where you stay at, think about a plane coming to like the main mall that y'all go to. I'm talking about you see there's Macy's up there and everything, but that's where JD's is. They have everything up there, Verizon, everything. Those stores, some of those stores are independently owned. And it's Friday. Payday. Because rent through all that shit. And at 6:30, y'all came with that shit, like around 6:30, 6:07, something like that. Fuck everything up. Yeah, where the robbery at? Somebody follow the money move. No, I ain't. I'm sorry for them people in there. I'm trying to see what got robbed around there around that time. Yeah. I always knew that Philadelphia had a defense contractor right here in Philadelphia, but they're in a special book. There's a defense contractor in Philadelphia. I think it's only one. So I've been on long enough. I'm getting ready to eat. I'm hungry. But I just remember, anytime they come out with a story, look and see if they telling you like exact addresses where people at. Look at the number they telling you. You're going to see 33 in there, 60, 30, 32. You're going to see that shit in there. 23, 24. Yeah. Shit that equaled up to 6.